And I've been waiting for you, with embers in my heart. Yeah, I've been waiting for you, a promise I will hold on to. Yeah, I've been waiting for you, with embers in my heart. Yeah, I've been waiting for you, a promise I will.
Hello friends, welcome to my channel. So I was supposed to do that earlier, but the time went by. And another thing, I was waiting also for a special kind of boxes to clean up the Christmas decoration. So basically, in a Polish tradition, the Christmas decoration we take off after the January 6th. It doesn't have to be exactly January 6th until it's done after. And I was like trying to put everything back together, and I was like, no, this thing always tangles too much. So I decided to break apart one of my boxes, and this way when I unwrap this next year, it's not going to be tangled. And it's me like trying to put everything back to the box and watching my favorite movie. Hey, comment me, what is your favorite movie or whatever you watch right now on Netflix or Prime? I would like to see what's the best right now to watch. And that's me trying to pull that tree back together. I think I prefer to put it together and then breaking it apart. It is really hard to put it back into the bag and all together. So it was a really good Christmas, but it's over, and now it's time to back to reality and not to break anything. Oh my god.
When the lights go out, everything is clearer. When the lights go out, I can finally see what it's all about. Standing in the
In one of my last video I had a question what kind of pickles to use, and a Polish pickles. So I just went to the store and I just recorded for you guys. These are Polish pickles. Anything that has the Polish dill pickles, it is good. Do not buy only that cucumber in a brine. This cucumber in a brine is mostly for soup, the Polish pickle soup. Yes, we have a Polish pickle soup. I will show you that Polish pickle soup. I already made that one and it is so delicious. Sounds weird, but it is so good. And this is the Vegeta that I use from time to time in my cooking that I really like, and also one of my favorite marinated mushrooms. And I went to a swap meet and I found those amazing pickled cucumbers, and of course I had to buy them. I decided to make my own pickles since I had the opportunity to buy the really good pickled cucumbers. And it's just simple, just to cut them in slices. You can put them whole together, but the slices are so much better. You can use them into your dinner. You can use them as the little slice with the like a bread, and they are so versatile. So just cut them in slices and then just use vinegar. So usually it is 1 cup vinegar, 3 cups of water. The vinegar over here is at 5%, so just remember when you're buying a vinegar and checking the recipe, make sure you have the correct vinegar percentage, because you can end up with like the not enough vinegar or too much vinegar taste. And then add some salt, some sugar. Sugar is optional, but I kind of like it, not too much, but I do like it some in it. Because it was 2 cups, I added like a 4 tablespoons or 5 tablespoons of it, and then put that into the stove to heat it up really nicely, and then put everything into the jars. And also for my pickled cucumbers, I was able to grab a horseradish. And that horseradish, I was like, I just wanted some extra like a zing. You can also add nice spice chili, that's the horseradish. You can add the chili, you can add extra dill, whatever you like, into that jars. And I also have those delicious Polish pickled spices. So I always use them, and I will link them in the Amazon description for you guys. And they give the pickles so much good taste. And then just put everything together in the jars and sprinkle.
This is the season of love. Beneath an
And pour the vinegar mixture into them and just close them in. I like to flip them so they stay, of course, like sealed and longer with me, so this way I can open them whenever I want. And that's it. And make sure that whole thing doesn't go all over the table when you are adding the liquid into your jars, because this is what I did. Of course, messing up already in the kitchen. And of course the jars were sterilized before I put it there. Yep, that's me messing up in the kitchen. And of course the jars were sterilized before I put the cucumbers in my jars.
Looking back at me.
And from time to time I like to buy the whole pork center cut. It is delicious. You can make quickly your own pork chops and slice them in small pieces, and then just tenderize them, add salt and pepper, and they are ready to go. So after adding salt and pepper, I like to leave them in the refrigerator for some time, and that's me beating them up. So ladies, if you are angry, this is the best angry management. Just beat them up and you will feel better. Trust me. Plus you can have also your husband get it, notice you that something is wrong, and he will be right away next to you checking out if you are breaking a house, or if you're really mad at him because that might be the next thing you're going after him with that tenderizer. No, I'm just joking, but it helps, trust me. I tried and it helped. So that's me leaving them in the refrigerator, then clean it up, and let's finish up the dinner. So for my lunch at home, so for the pork chops, you just need a flour, eggs and breadcrumbs. I already have a pork chop, yes, on my channel, but that was only with a flour and eggs, and it was more buttery. This time I decided to do a crispy, like a Japanese katsu pork chop. And for that, this is why I beated up the egg, and this is my homemade breadcrumbs from my bread, and you just have to fry everything. So just dip first your pork chop in the flour and just make sure you shake it off excess flour, and then put that everything into the eggs. The flour is to hold the egg in place, because if you don't have a flour, the egg will swim off from the pork chop and it won't hold. And then from egg you just going to the breadcrumbs, and then you are frying it, everything to crispy. So make sure you do not cover the pan, because if you cover, the pork chop won't be crispy, and we want it to be crispy. And then I've decided to make a lunch for work. So I was like, I just want something different. So I decided to make a Japanese kind of flavored style and bowl. So I had a barley, medium barley at home, so I just cooked that with parsley and water, salt of course into it. And on the side I chopped some onions, and I had those king oyster mushrooms that I chopped them too, and I fried the onions with the mushrooms, and then I just assemble the bowl for myself. So I put the barley, cooked barley, in the bowl. On the side of that I put the fried onions with the king oysters, and I chopped the pork chop in slices, and I put that all together. In a separate bowl I also put it together the extra parsley on the side, just to have a fresh flavor, and my favorite, I would say, radish. And that's it. It was so simple. And then I was like, oh wait, I had also really nice artichokes in basil and thyme flavored, so I used them also in my bowl, but I put them after I warm up the bowl in my work. And that's it. That was so simple. And for frying the onions and the mushrooms, I've used the oil, and I also added the clarified butter, and that butter I also put it into the barley to have a little bit more moist and flavored barley. And that lunch was so good. That bowl was something that I never had, and it was just a me combination doing at home, and honestly it is so delicious to combine Polish flavors with Japanese flavors.
Beneath the starlit sky, our love's secret line, like leaves we soar so high. Beneath the moonlight, soft touch your hand in mine, gets me every time. Lost in the city lights, our love's electric right. You make me feel alive. I know July is gone. You make me feel at home in the neon glow as the leaves change. you and I would shine during the darkest times. As the leaves change color, I dive into you. When summer's fading, there's nothing to do but bask in the glory of the winter sun. Maybe this is the season of love. As the leaves change color, I dive into you. When summer's fading, there's nothing to do but bask in the glory of the winter sun. Maybe this is the season of love. Maybe this is the season of love.
When the lights go out, everything is clearer. When the lights go out, I can finally see what it's all about. Standing in the mirror, when the lights go out, it's you looking back at me. Try your best to hold on to the rope. We all have a reason to let go, and it's easier to do, but it's better if we don't. When the lights go out, everything is clearer. When the lights go out, I can find.
I also decided to make the lemon with honey, yes. So I got sick. It's still not out of the blue. I'm still having the aftermath, kind of like a flu symptoms reaction, but it is better to what was. So I've just sliced the lemons, the small slices where I couldn't add them in, I just juiced them out, and then I added the honey, and the honey works for it, and just closed it and left it in the refrigerator. Few days later, it kind of starts not ferment, but kind of reacts with the flavors, and you can add that into your tea, and it is so delicious. And I also had to clean this dishwasher. It was way overdue and I had to do it. So I like that product finish. It is so good when you put that all together, and when you run this in like a normal cycle, and it cleans the entire thing all together. The dishwasher is so clean inside out, and then when you pull out the filter, you will notice that the filter is very dirty. But when I tried to clean that filter before I ran the cycle with that finished liquid product cleaner for dishwashers, it was really hard to wash it. After running the cycle with that liquid, it is so much easier to clean that filter and everything inside. It is the best thing ever. You just need a little bit of a soap and scrubber, and it is gone. It is so clean. Friends, thank you so much for watching and staying to the end with me, and I will see you next Sunday with a new video. Bye.
And I'll be